All right, welcome to 22. Hope you have had a great Christmas and New Year. I certainly have. We're back for the new cycling season. I am looking forward to, I've enjoyed my time off and I am looking forward to the start of the season, start of the real racing, obviously probably UAE Tour. Some people don't really believe that that's the case, but saying that the season starts with En Route, but in my opinion, UAE Tour and all of those is a good opportunity to see how teams are going. Wanted to talk through the Elite Men's Australian National Time Trial Championship, which is taking place tomorrow night. That's Wednesday evening for us here in Australia. I'm not going to do a full rundown of the course. It's the same as normal. 2 laps of the yellow course. It's about 18.9 Ks, so 38 kilometers in total and 456 meters of vertical. Who are the main 2 contenders? Well, basically there are 2 riders that are doing the race that are either going to win it. Lucas Plapp and Rohan Dennis. So basically a 2-horse race between those guys, and 365 have basically priced it accordingly. I think it's $1.50 or $1.60 for Plapp and $2.62 for Dennis. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of information available to us from a form perspective for obviously what these guys have been doing. I mean, I know that Platt was due to ride obviously the Bay Crits, but had been in isolation due to being a COVID close contact. It's been confirmed that he is racing by Australia Cycling tomorrow night, so he'll definitely be there. There's not a lot of information on his Strava. He had a couple of big weeks, a big week before Christmas, 800k week, and then I think most of the other rides have been set to private on Strava because there's been 100k's here, 100k's there, but I think he would have been doing a bit more than that. Similar story for Dennis, not a lot to go on, other than a few Instagram posts to see how he's looking. He's looking pretty lean off the back of his time in isolation. The only other thing that I think we need to bear in mind with Dennis is he obviously has moved teams to Jumbo. He's on the new, obviously a new bike for him. He's on the Cervelo. So whether he's had a chance to dial that position in or not, is a question mark in my mind. We know that Dennis can be pretty particular, obviously, about his equipment. Go back to the Tour de France a couple of years back when he pulled out. Although obviously that was due to mental health reasons, but I think he'd obviously had some challenges with equipment prior to that. So obviously he would have only had his team bikes. He probably would have had his new team bikes a number of months now, so he probably has been riding them, one would imagine. There was an Instagram post, I think, this morning or yesterday, where he's been on the S5. Look, he's signed up to race the road race on Sunday, which traditionally he hasn't always done. So I'd imagine his form is going to be pretty good. For me, at the moment, this race is a complete no bet. There's just too many unknowns. The pricing makes it a bit of a challenge as well. That you could maybe, given the fact that obviously Plapp has been in isolation for COVID, that could probably sway you towards backing Dennis. That being said, from a risk management perspective, if you wanted to make you need to be making 5 units of profit, I guess, from a bet. So you'd probably be looking at putting close to three units on at 262. That's quite a big investment, given the fact that we don't have a lot of information to work from. So for me, I'm going to be keeping my powder dry tonight, or tomorrow, sorry. I'll be watching the TT with interest just to see how those 2 guys go. But for me, the big one is the road race on Sunday. So looking forward to those, and once start list confirmed, I'll be back with a bit more of a betting preview around those. Just in these videos, I'm not going to cover courses in detail. There's plenty of reviews, like previews out there that have been written around courses and videos. So the focus of these videos is going to be my take from a betting perspective and who I'm potentially going to be backing and the reasons as to why. So I hope you enjoy. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one. Cheers.